day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
To throw right away is Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Off-play action. It's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Howell, another throw on second down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and 8. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Howell. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now Hill to return it. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
3rd and 5. Here's Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Yeah, ready.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Time out two.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Time out three, get.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now stands at 13.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Howell out of the shotgun. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's Howell with another throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards to pick up. First down, Washington.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Howell. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. And the Commanders were able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. This is McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 42. One blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now throwing on 1st down here. It returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9. Powell. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing here, Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Gibson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Howe will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
On 24-yard attempt.
Put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Here's Tua. That's caught inside the 20. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now Tua. This is caught by Waddle. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Commanders, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.